Alright, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that Terrifier 4 has officially been renewed for next year, and the bad news is that Chucky got cancelled after its third season. I don't know, maybe it's because Don Mancini heard that I was making a John Waters ranking and wanted to ban Cal as soon as possible. I don't know. But you know what's even better is the news. And the news is those two have nothing to do with what I'm talking about today, so instead I'm just going to talk about Death Grips again. Think of this as the Death Grips Worst to Best Part 2. It was the entry that wasn't good enough to be in the other video. So, anyone ever heard of JPEGMafia? Now, I have to be in the utmost of my honesty here, and this is kind of humiliating as someone who has been typecast as the weird movie / weird music guy, but I don't think I have ever listened to a JPEGMafia album all the way through, apart from maybe that one collaboration he did with Danny Brown. But even with that, I only listened to that because I was really bored one day and I need something to listen to on the bus ride home. And admitting this to everybody means that I'm now under the pressure of being called both a Resident Evil and JPEGMafia virgin. Joke's on those suckers. I have a shield. But I will say this about the tracks that I have listened to from them. They're bizarre. Like, really bizarre. He's labeled as experimental hip-hop, which obviously means that the floodgates for Death Grips comparisons are going to be all over the damn place. And I mean, I do see where people are coming from. Barrington does kind of look like Stefan Burnett.
How the fuck do I look like MC Riot? Like, come on, yo. Like, really? That shit is racist. It's bullshit. I have, yo, fuck Death Grips fans.
Oh. Sorry, Mr. Hendricks. But even with that, I'd probably say that this guy is a lot more than just a Death Grips wannabe. Mainly because, well, sure, the samples and beats are as chaotic as the definition can be, but there's also elements of R&B and vaporwave sprinkled in alongside it. And they are a lot more varied than anything the Grips has done for the past couple of years. Also, at least Barrington is still releasing albums. But my personal favorite way of telling a music artist's worth is if they end up making their own movie. And luckily, in Barrington's case, he did. Kinda, sorta, it's complicated. Dark-Skinned Manson, named after JPEG's second mixtape with the same name, is basically just that. A mixtape of people doing stuff. I've been watching experimental movies for like 3 to 4 years now, and even I can't tell you entirely what this is. Hell, not even Letterboxd can give me an explanation as to what's in front of me right now, and they usually have a synopsis for everything. Self-Portrait from 1969, directed by Yoko Ono. The film consists of a single 42-minute shot of the semi-erect penis of John Lennon. Okay. Speaking of erect wieners, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show for this one because I don't know how to put this in the simplest way possible. It's porn. Somehow, out of nowhere, like black magic, this is the third movie I'm covering on this channel where 90% of it is just skull fucking. I swear, none of this is intentional. We already have enough outed creepers in the world as it is. Hell, one of them got a pretty sick song based on them this year. Now, I'm gonna make this perfectly clear. This is by far the weirdest movie to come out of any musician, and trust me, I've seen K-12. But I do like how balls to the walls everything is in a strange sort of way. Between all the overlay effects going on here, as well as that random as hell JPEG logo flashing up every once in a while, it's certainly trippy, but it's also fascinating to see unfold, especially since it's not even that long, only clocking in at 36 mini-mouses. Oh, wait, that's supposed to say minutes? That's all I really have to say on the matter. I mean, I could talk about the historical significance and where this is placed in Harrington's discography, but 1, I have not listened to the guy's entire back catalog, and 2, I have a much bigger video planned for next week and I really need the energy. Besides, you're probably more curious about the times where I was a little... Yeah, that.